Mr. Gangle was arrested on or about September 9th of 2023 in each of the files. Matters were set for pretrial conference in both files for September 20th of this year at 1:45. He was also set for bond violation, jury trial, and failures to appear all at the same time. He was given notice in court. He was given a half sheet in court. And the bond that he posted and signed indicated those dates and times. He posted bond was released in each of the files on or about September 11th. Then failed to appear in each of the files on September 20th at 1:45. Which is the substance of the second failure to appear. In respect to the matters then, we're here today on those two failures to appear, each file having two failures to appear. Is there anything else you wish the court to supplement the record with, Ms. Gunville?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Are you resting?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Schaub?
Thank you, Your Honor. We have an affirmative defense to present, so I will call Mr. Gangle to the stand. Mr. Gangle, do you own a car?
Yes, I own a Z28, a 1986 Z28, but it isn't licensed and insured right now.
Okay, so you have a vehicle, but you can't drive it at this time.
That's true.
Do you have a driver's license?
I have an ID that I was supposed to be able to get a driver's license because my driver's license was only revoked for 1 year
Mm-hmm.
and back in 2007. But I did everything I had needed to do. And then when I went to get
Secretary of
them,
State?
sector, it was on one of them machines, like the same thing as what we talked to, trying to get, when I talked to you yesterday.
So you were
And
on,
there was like interference, and they said, at this time, we're not giving you a driver's license. So what I did.
okay, just,
Oh,
that,
I'm just trying to.
you just
explain.
don't have a valid driver's license right now.
That's true, I just got a valid ID right
Okay.
now. I was
and-
supposed to, even when I was watching.
Mr. Gangle, just let me ask you the question so that I can help you tell your story to the judge.
I was trying
Okay?
to explain.
I know,
I'm sorry,
but
excuse
We
me.
need to go in a certain order,
All
so,
right.
okay, so is your home sort of out in the country? So you can't walk into Iron Mountain from your home,
Well, I could, but I prefer not to.
okay? How long would you guess,
Definitely not like that.
how long do you guess it would take you if you had to walk into town?
Oh, if I had to walk into town? Well, I walked into town before I set out to, and I stopped at Randville to have a Mountain Dew. And
Okay,
then,
so you don't know how long it'd take you?
yeah, well, it didn't take me that long. I jumped the Mountain Dew and hung around, and then,
But I mean, to walk to
the
Iron
cops
Mountain.
came, because the people at Randville called the cops.
Okay,
So
we
they
don't
brought
need
me
to
into
hear,
town,
we
and I
don't need
didn't
to hear
take very
that.
long.
Ms. Schaub?
Yeah.
I'd be happy to take judicial notice of the distance between the Wells
Thank you.
Grade Road and Iron Mountain Courthouse. That's about 20 miles, would you guess? Between your house and in downtown Iron Mountain, 15 miles, Mr. Gango?
Probably about 30 miles.
30 miles,
Yeah.
okay, all right,
Up to downtown Iron Mountain.
all right, go ahead, we'll
Okay.
go with that.
So, Mr. Gangle, are you having problems with your telephone?
Yes, I can't, they don't want me to use my telephone.
Okay,
Because Verizon, when I go to pay the bill, you know, it's a ridiculous amount. It's supposed to only
right,
be
so you don't have
$50, about $50-some a month.
you don't have a phone that operates properly at this
Yeah,
time.
no, yeah, I mean,
You
you're
can,
my attorney.
yeah, I
you
know.
No, I don't.
so you can't call anybody for a ride or cab.
No, I can't. I
Okay.
explained that before, that
Well,
couldn't.
this is, you're explaining it now on the record to the
Okay.
judge, so. So you can't really physically make it into town, in any meaningful way. You can't drive, you can't call for a cab, you can't call for a ride.
But the last time, my brother was supposed to call a cab for me so that I could get here. And what he did is he said, you gotta stop and pay your phone bill, no matter how much it is, and call a cab yourself. Because I'm not gonna call one for you, because
So,
I'm royal and you're not.
so
You know, that kind of stuff is.
you
and
kinda
then I
got
get
into a
upset.
fight with your brother,
Yeah,
who's the
well,
only
it wasn't
person
a
that,
fight, it was a verbal
You know.
argument.
an argument with your brother, so
Yeah.
he's no longer helping you.
That's true, he isn't.
Okay, so these times you were supposed to be in court, you couldn't make it to court because you couldn't physically drive there, call anybody to come and get you, or
That's
make
true.
it in any way. You don't have
I
the,
couldn't even let the courts know and make a phone call and let them know that I couldn't get
Right.
there.
and you,
That's true.
and because of that, you can't appear virtually on the TV screen either,
That's
right?
true.
So it's impossible for you to get into town without help,
Yeah.
and you didn't have,
I wanted to build, I was thinking about,
so you.
rent an apartment or something in town.
Well,
but-
Mr. Gangle, we're just gonna stick to the topic right now and try and fix things a little bit later.
Okay.
So it's impossible for you right now to get,
Yes,
to
it
get
is.
here.
It is.
Okay. Thank you, that's all I had.
Cross-examination, Ms. Gunville.
Some questions for you, look at her.
Do you have internet at your house?
No, I don't. The only time, I had a girlfriend for a while, Gloria Jean Campbell, but she left and, she had internet,
Okay,
but there's a pole still there, but it doesn't have the stuff hooked up to it. It's just there by the wall, the back wall.
Okay.
But
so you have no way to appear by video because you don't have
no.
internet or anything?
No, I don't have internet. I don't even have a computer, nothing. That was Gloria. She talked to all her stuff with
Okay.
her computer.
Do you have other family in the area besides your brother?
My sister, Renee, she's married to Jimmy Broders.
Is she available to give you rides at all?
Well, see, when I see her, she's really not, my sister's a real sweet person. But my brother-in-law, we used to get along really good until he started the stuff, paybacks are a bitch right now. And then I started arguing with him, and then we don't get along that good
Okay.
anymore neither.
So
It's just
she's
the
not
first
somebody
one.
that you could go to.
My
for rides
sister,
with?
every time she sees me, she gives me a hug and she's
Okay.
really sweet, but if, I don't need to explain the whole thing,
Okay.
you understand.
No, yeah, that's okay, I get it, all right. I don't have any other questions, Your Honor.
I have some questions. Hold on. Give me a minute. You said you can't pay your bill at you choose not to pay your bill, if I understand your testimony correctly. You think they're overcharging you at the phone company?
Yes.
How much do you owe there?
I was 1 month behind and it was like $50. I got a bill at home. I owed $120 at the very most. And then they told me I owed like 300 and some. When I was gonna be, they wouldn't look at at that time, I just had the original contract and the bag in the box that the phone came in. But now my paper bills came after that, because I set up that I could pay my bills by mail. So I
Mr.
owed
Gangle, it sounds like you have an issue and you're gonna have to make a choice. You've made a choice to violate the laws, not only violate the laws, one of your charges is misuse or unauthorized use of an emergency 911 service. So somehow, somewhere, you got a phone and you were able to misuse it.
Yeah,
For what? No, I don't want to hear about, now it's my turn to talk. Repeatedly calling 911 for non-emergency purposes, including repeatedly calling to request a cab ride. Mr. Gangle, you posted now $750 between these two cases to get out of jail. And what are you weighing that against? Not going to pay your bill at Verizon so you can't call a cab? You're making silly choices. So if you can't get yourself a phone, can't get yourself to court, can't get along well enough with any of your family members for any extended period to get yourself a ride or get somebody to call a cab for you, you're in sorry shape. And I guess where you have to stay is the jail while your case is pending because you're unable and inept. You don't get to say, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't get to court, I don't have a phone, I don't have a ride, I don't have insurance, I don't have a car, so sorry, Judge, I just won't come to court and you can all keep coming trying to find me. No, Mr. Gangle, it's not going to work that way. No. So make up your mind how it's going to work. You can stay over there or you can get it together. I don't really care.
I'll get it together.
I'm going to set a bond. I have you on a lodge only right now. You want to give us some more money to see if you come back to court? You can do that. I suggest you go get your Verizon bill figured out so you can summon yourself a ride to get in from the Wells Grade Road or make yourself comfortable over here at the jail, whichever you prefer.
I prefer to pay my phone bill no matter what it costs and to get a phone and make sure that I can call a cab.
Sounds like some good decision making to me, Mr. Gangle. That's up to you. In the meantime, are you done presenting your case? I'm done
Yes.
with evidence from him.
Nothing further.
Do you want any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. She's done. Any rebuttal? Ms. Gunville?
No, Your Honor.
Any argument, Ms. Gunville?
I would just ask the court to find him in contempt of the charge, but that it be held in purge if he does appear in the future that would leave it to the court's discretion.
Does she have her defense attorney hat on today or her prosecutor's hat on today? I'm not sure, but I get you. All right, go ahead.
It's kind of a sad situation. He's in a
It is.
catch-22. It's very hard for him to.
This is what I'm going to do, Mr. Gangle. I'm going to find you in contempt. I'm finding that the people have proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt as to each of the two contempts and each of the two files. Clearly, you were noticed. Clearly, you were to be here. Clearly, you weren't. In regard to the matters, then, I'm going to set sentencing behind the jury trials and the bond violation. Same time. What's that again?
Same date,
Yes.
October 20th at 9 a.m.
October 20th, 9 a.m.
I will be here.
Yeah.
I'll pay myself.
In the meantime, I'm going to convert bond in both of the cases. I'll set them. We'll try again. 2,500 cash surety, 10% on each of the files. So we're going to be holding some of your money, Mr. Gangle. I suggest you get yourself going in the right direction here. Stay in touch with your lawyer in regard to the matter. If not, there'll be more bench warrants. They'll find you. And guess what? Next time there won't be a bond set. You can sit there. All right? Because I'm not going to have 3 failures to appear, a bond violation, and 2 underlying charges here. That's not going to happen. We'll know where you are. If you don't make it back to court on the date, you can expect that there'll be a bench warrant. You can expect I'm not going to take it off of a lodge only.
To go on my own today to get my stuff taken care of.
You can do whatever you wish to do. I'm just explaining what the consequences will be if you don't come back to court.
You're gonna have to come up with $500 to get out of here.
I can, if I can get a hold of my brother, yeah. I'll give my house keys are in
The jailers will let you make a phone call, Mr. Gangle, over there. All right?
they'll let me get through to them.
Okay.
If you would see to it, please, Sergeant, I'd appreciate it.
$500.
Okay, they'll give you my card when you get out of jail, so you'll have my contact information, okay?
So then you can come and pick me up and we can go get the $500?
No,
No. okay,
you're gonna
I
have to
thought-
contact your brother. I don't.
Okay, all right. I'm just,
No,
because
I have my own siblings that I have to
brother.
take care of
I'm
now.
sorry.
Okay, all right. We got other people that we gotta take
I'm
care
gonna
of.
keep him
so-
there, Nancy, just he has a place this, right, it's gonna be hard for him to
Okay.
answer, but